What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And a lot of people always asking me about, like, beefs that kind of got in these rap crews and shit like that. You know what I'm always asked about is FBG. A lot of people always tell me that Duck passing kind of brought a lot of turmoil amongst the crews. I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of feel like that. I see the same thing on the internet, the backdoor rumors. Those kind of got cleared up lately with the O Black 5 Rico scandal. I think that kind of cleared up certain rumors for certain fans as far as like Duck friends in the backdoor. And I always thought that was kind of crazy that Duck was warring on the internet against a lot of people, diss records against him, dead ops, smoking dead ops, and then soon he lost his life. People said none of that had nothing to do with any of it. It was his friends. I thought that was kind of wild too. But in my opinion, when you really look in it and I look into it, I don't really think it was Duck. When I get the information and talk to the people on the streets, it kind of feels like when GetRight. I spoke with Dutchie. They told me that that's not really a good way to kind of pronounce his name. I'm kind of used to it. We've been calling him that for a while, ever since Duck kind of put that in the atmosphere. But GetRight, man, I think when he lost his life, I think when he passed, that's the beginning of a lot of turmoil and confusion amongst their crews, rumors of backdoors and things like this. You know, it's a lot of shit that was going on in the community. I talked to a lot of people, when GetRight passed, a lot of things kind of avalanche, a lot more other deaths and shit like that. You know, a lot of beefs and came in with like Jaro, Tukaville, St. Lawrence, Taekwondo World. I spoke with a lot of people who told me that is not the same. I used to feel like that was the same thing, but a lot of people has told me you got like STL, then down a little bit more, you got like Jaro City, then Taekwondo World is more like the shorties of both of them. You know, that's what I was told. So, I think the turmoil happened once around the time GetRight lost his life. Sorry to keep saying that. It's been a lot of beef shit, man. You understand that this is what's going on in the underworld, the underground. A lot of people get upset. They truth, man, we too much into the street shit. We too much into all this shit here. You're asking the wrong questions. And I hear it. I understand it. But you guys got to understand that it's a real world out here, underground. The world, a lot of people want to see the shit covered up. Giving the young people a voice to tell you what the problems is in the world, what's going on, and how people really living shouldn't be a problem. It should be an eye-opener. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people this, and man, I feel deeply with this, even with like Zach TV. And I don't want to start a race thing, but I do believe if my skin color was different, you guys wouldn't look at me like a blogger. You'll probably call me an interviewer. And I don't want to be looked at as an interviewer. I think if my skin color was completely different, you would probably look at me like a journalist, like most of the other people who get respect in the credentials show. It don't take a piece of paper or a degree to call you a journalist. In my opinion, it takes your skills, a body of work, and people want to know what's going on to call you a journalist. So don't let that go over your head. A lot of people looking for shit to blame. The bad guy syndrome been out here for a while. We ain't gonna stand for that. It's real stories and real things going on out here in Chicago, and we was given a platform to try to show you. So I appreciate the love everybody giving me, but a lot of people always ask me about, the Jaro thing. I could pinpoint, I think, GetRight death is like when things start turning different, I recall even EBT Greg telling me that in the interview I had with him. Speaking with a lot of people, they done told me that, that kind of stirred things around, in my opinion. But I appreciate the love. A lot of people been asking me. I want to tell you guys something. A lot of people always asking me about Bezu. That's a person I'm always asked about. They say, Truth, you got any hood stories, anything you can get a culture that we might not know about Bezu? And I got a few stories I want to tell you guys. So I'm going to probably do that in my next blog. You got to subscribe so you be one of the first people to get that. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter.